Yo, what's good, everyone? I am live. Give me 1 second. I was trying this new thing where I wasn't going to announce anything. I didn't want to announce anything. And so, to be honest, now I'm kind of thinking it was a bad idea. But it's all good. It's all good. No worries. We're going to have an amazing morning. We're going to have a great day. Yeah, I'm gonna continue to do this though, for sure. I'm only gonna announce these calls on Twitter. I mean, whoever keeps up has made the effort to follow me on Twitter, can keep up with the calls. Whoever was here yesterday knows what time we're gonna be on the next day. So for whoever is here, congrats. Whoever isn't, I'm sorry. But yeah, no, this is just kind of how it's gonna go from now on. I'm not going to be announcing it on every single like group chat that I'm in. I'm not gonna be announcing it on all that stuff. I'm just going to be dropping myself live, and whoever makes it, and whoever doesn't, you know, just sucks. Sucks for them to miss it, but it is what it is. It is what it is. So time to run it up live. Let me see. I need to change the description on this video, so just give me 1 second. Okay, because definitely we're not giving away 50k funded challenge account. All right, cool. Yeah, I mean, so like I said, I'm only going to be announcing these on Twitter from now on, just to not spam all the chats. Whoever shows up, shows up. Whoever doesn't, I'm really, really sorry that you got to miss it. I'm sure if you watch this recording, then you'll probably, sign up for Twitter or subscribe to Twitter, follow me on Twitter, or maybe you will subscribe to the YouTube channel and turn on the notifications, and that will help you. But yeah, I feel like this is a really good approach moving forward, and it's just going to be like this from now on. Give me 1 second. Yep. Cool. One sec, guys. One sec. Cool. All right. Now I'm kind of feeling like I should announce the call. kind of debating whether I should announce it or not. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Just because there's no one on. There's no one on, so maybe it'd probably be better if I did announce it. That'd be a smarter idea. Okay. Alright, this is the last time I'm going to announce this call. Make sure that very well communicated that I'm not going to always be announcing him. Alright, one sec. Let's do this. Let's announce it all over. Blow this shit up. And then announce it on here with you guys that no longer going to be announcing it. Probably a smarter idea to announce that type of stuff. Yeah. See, as soon as I sent it, we got people on the call. So, no, it's smarter to announce it on this one instead of just not doing it anymore. Alright, guys. One second. One more chat. All right. Shit. All right, guys. Welcome. For all of you who are just tuning in, welcome. Let's go ahead and get this call started. All right. Cool, guys. So, man, our objectives are getting hit left and right this week, and in terms of the US dollar, they're getting hit very nicely. I mean, I honestly did not imagine that the longs were going to be this aggressive at the beginning, like just this whole week. They've just been, from Monday till now, it's just been straight up longs throughout price action. So, I mean, yeah, no, our objectives are getting hit left and right. So now we did trade into 105, 100 whole level, and we have now entered this insufficiency here on the left, this last bit of gap right here. The high of it is like at 105, 250, around that level. We have took a nice little stab into that area. That is a previous area of distribution. That is a pretty strong area of resistance in my eyes. Maybe we'll get some slight rejection on DXY. You know, if we do get a slight rejection, maybe I'm just going to mark this out as a potential area that we could return to. Not that we have to return to it to continue going long, but I'm going to be noting that area, given that we just hit a major level of support, of resistance on the weekly perspective. Okay, on the weekly perspective, maybe the weekly resistance can give us or return us back down to a daily level of support to then continue moving towards those weekly objectives. So as of right now, I'm going to note these two insufficiencies. The one down here, okay, the one that really pushed price action up this week, really on Monday, right? You guys can kind of see that right there. Monday, Tuesday, we just came in, boom, and reject right away from it. Monday comes down into it. Tuesday launches. Wednesday creeps up slowly. And then during London last night, we did end up launching to the upside towards that number that we've been giving out, which is 105 100. So yeah, my DXY, completely hit. We'll see what happens from here. If we even get rejection, or if we just continue pushing towards the upside towards these highs. Okay, like maybe we just don't slow down at all until we get back up here, and that's the point of rejection. That's the point when we start actually retracing. So objectives got hit. It is Thursday. I'm not going to be setting a second objective this time around, but I am just going to watch price action on a daily perspective and anticipate whether or not we're going to get that rejection or confirm the continuation. So my eyes are drawn to this imbalance if we do end up rejecting towards the downside, and my eyes go towards this rejection block in case we don't stop and we just continue going. Okay, I'm looking at, for today, I'm looking at 105 260. Okay, it's a weekly rejection block, and I think it's very possible that we can get up there. So I'm going to mark that out. I'm going to actually journal this, add it to my journal while I have you guys here. If you aren't journaling, if you haven't filled out your journal, this is your nice reminder to do so. Okay. All right, let's go into, give me 1 second. Let me turn up the music slightly. All right. Okay, so in terms of the dollar, I'm still looking at more long, still pretty bullish. 4 hour just looks like it's gonna continue, but the 1 hour as well. Yeah, I mean, as of right now, there's nothing that's gonna slow this thing down. In terms of stopping it, there is news, or there was news at 8:30, which was this big bullish candle that got us up there. So maybe once we get up there again, take out this high, we start rejecting towards the downside. Maybe. Okay, let's go over to NASDAQ. NASDAQ, I mean, yeah, guys, I wanted to see some long setups, and obviously we haven't gone that, but our targets for the downside have gotten hit after hit after hit after hit. My last objective yesterday for the shorts was right here. I mean, we hit that very nicely, but today, man, today overnight, we've definitely came down quite a long ways so far on NASDAQ. I'm going to delete this. I'm going to keep this in balance. Actually, I'm going to delete it. My weekly objective clearly got totally missed. This one, my daily for yesterday, got totally missed. So I've got to take notes of that. Let me see right here. 1 second. Yeah, no, definitely taking notes of that. Because, yeah, my objectives totally miss. So just time to reassess. Okay, reassess in the market. We are rejecting towards the downside from this breaker. We have now came down quite long ways. I really thought that the divergence was going to kick in and we were going to get all price action moving towards the upside along with the dollar, but that wasn't the case. As the dollar has been pushing up, we've clearly been following the correlation, or the reverse correlation on that on the indices. Okay, so in terms of the dollar, let's go look at the weekly. I mean, in terms of NASDAQ, let's go look at the weekly. Okay, weekly time frame. So we are rejecting down from breaker. We've not only hit the breaker last week, but hit the breaker this week. Monday comes in, or Friday, creating that high of that range. Monday comes in, hits that breaker one more time, and then that's really when we start melting towards the downside. Notice that breaker lines up beautifully with this insufficiency right here. Okay, so now it's about noting all of our areas. This is gap right here that we can come back to and use as resistance. Excuse me one second. Okay, guys, we can come back up here and use it as resistance. Okay, now guys, if you didn't know already, do me a favor and send this link out to all the chats that you guys know or are a part of. Okay, send this out, share it with anybody, because tomorrow we start our giveaway. Okay, but I'm gonna let you guys know one term. Okay, I will not be doing any giveaway unless we get 30 people on the stream. Okay, I will not be starting any giveaway until we get 30 people on the stream. So if that happens tomorrow, cool. If that happens next week, cool. But no giveaway is gonna get started until we have a minimum of 30 people on the stream. So when we get 30 people on the stream, we'll start the giveaway. Even if that happens today. If that happens today, we'll start the giveaway today. But just letting you guys know, tomorrow, the plan is to release all the giveaway details on how to enter. We're giving away free spots to the online ICT and smart money concepts bootcamp. Okay, it is priced at $350, and you can win a seat for free by entering this giveaway. Okay, I'm going to be doing all those giveaways. I'm going to giving all those giveaways instructions tomorrow, ideally, or the next time we get 30 plus people on the stream, guys. So do yourselves a favor and do me a favor, and let's blow this call up. All right. Anyways, we got the new week opening gap here. Okay, and looking at this bearish imbalance currently, for me at least right now, I want to see what happens when we get back into this insufficiency here. Okay, so that for me is a really good objective. Now we've came down quite a long ways already. We've left Asian price action on Tuesday's Asian price action. We've left price action today alone as well. Let's see. No, yeah, just Tuesday and Wednesday's. Yeah, Wednesday actually. That was Wednesday's Asian session and these relative highs. Then we have today's Asian session and our relative highs, and we've came down quite a bit already, but honestly I believe that we can come down just a little bit more towards these lows. Okay, so maybe we start creeping down there. A large range has already been created today, so I won't be surprised if we end up reversing and coming back up to the upside. So it's just 100% is going to be more dependent on what the US dollar decides to do today, what the US dollar decides to do up here. If this is the point where we're going to reject, or is this just a point where we're going to come down and continue pushing towards the upside. So it's really going to be more defined by what ends up playing out with the US dollar here for the rest of the day. Okay, definitely the US dollars had a huge influence on price action. Big mistake for me yesterday was going against that bias overall, because our bias DXY this week was on point. We've had target after target hit on DXY, and I think I just haven't been taking advantage of this correct bias as much as I wanted to on a shorting bias, on a shorting basis, right? So in terms of the daily range, we have reached discounted price action across the board. Now we've reached discounted price action, but no targets in discounted other than equilibrium. We've also came into 50% of this breaker here. I guess you can consider this a breaker. you can consider this one a breaker. That one right there. Okay, we have came down into that. Again, as soon as this took place for me yesterday, that's what turns me bullish. Like all the rejection up until that point, I, you know, I was bullish. But as soon as we get a full body candle closure below, that's bearish order flow for me. And then I'm looking for lows and lows to aim for in this price action. So my objective for Nasdaq today would be 15080. 15080. There's another gap here as well. I want to know. Okay, I'm not saying that we're gonna get there today, but are these very relative gaps and imbalances to the downside that can still be targeted. All right, so weekly range is bearish, daily range is bullish, current price action is printing downwards. We are already in discounted price action. There hasn't been any liquidity sweep in the discounted price action that would make me think that this is going to stop or reverse. So as of right now, I am looking for more downside. And so this is my journal screenshot right here. Okay, we're going over to Dow Jones. Okay, and Dow Jones, out of all three of them, Dow Jones was the only one that hasn't swept the previous daily low, that hasn't taken out Wednesday's low. So I'm interested in this actually. Okay, Dow Jones, bearish. Okay, we've been looking at this bearish order flow for a while now, and silly for me to assume that we were going to go to the upside. Again, mistake on my end. Definitely learned from that, not following the dollar. And I saw this on a meme and I'm starting to really fucking believe it. And it was saying that the dollar is daddy, and out of all the currencies, no matter what, the dollar is always going to be daddy. And I'm starting to really believe that. I think that's actually pretty factual. You know, in my trading years so far, the dollar is undefeated. And so, you know, I'm not going to be doubting the dollar anymore and questioning it, especially when we are extremely bullish like that. So I'm starting to believe that. Anyways, so on a weekly perspective, we're pretty bearish. Okay, on a weekly perspective, in this range as of right now, we have previous weekly low 50% and below. We have insufficiency in form of a gap, which I believe is already highlighted on the daily. Okay, insufficiency in form of a gap. And so, okay, let's review Dow. Okay, the shorts yesterday, we were targeting this area here and this imbalance for potential longs, but we were targeting these for the shorts for all the people who were short. And nice way to finish the day when we came into last week's low. Okay, last week's low. Now I'm pretty confident. I'm pretty confident that if we break here on the US dollar, we're really gonna start flying pretty high on Dow Jones. Okay, and potentially even come into our previous daily high here. Okay, those are all possibilities as of right now into this breaker maybe. But as of right now, I feel like if Dow is going to continue selling off, give me 1 second. Give me one second. Okay. Yeah, if Dow is going to continue selling off, it may be from 50% and above. So I'm going to be looking a little bit higher. Now this gap right here, maybe we get some resistance, but for the most part, I want to see us trade through that. Okay, maybe again, getting back into premium price range and then continuing lower. But as of right now, Dow is the only one that has failed to take out its previous daily low. Okay, but it did take out previous weekly low. Just letting you guys know. Previous weekly low is already gone. Okay. Okay, if and only if the US dollar breaks here on the 1 hour to the downside, I do see Dow continuing to the upside pretty freaking hard. But if not, this bearish order flow that took out Asian high, that traded into this imbalance on the left side, will continue pushing lower. But as of right now, the bearish order flow, bullish divergence is there. S&P taking and trading below previous daily low, Nasdaq trading below previous daily low, and Dow Jones failing to take out that liquidity. So to me, Dow right here is that bullish divergence. So if there is any that is, I do see potentially taking out that previous daily high with a lot more ease. It's definitely Dow Jones. Okay. And this is an incredible zone to do it from, honestly. There we got the open 4 minutes ago. Yeah, we're longing pretty hard from that low. Took out London low, and then started just really popping off from there. Check this out. From this imbalance here, we traded above it, come right back down into it, right here. You don't need to break a structure. All you need is insufficiencies. Now, main reason I would not have took this, or I didn't take this, was because there is no double confirmation. There's no overlapping point in which I would have found an entry. So for me, there's just no entry right here. But the long was beautiful. We have traded back into that imbalance here. On the 4 hour, you can see it a lot better. Into this gap over here, it's a weekly gap. We have traded into that now. This is the area where I was mentioning I do want to see resistance here, but I mainly want to see price action trade through and beyond that. Okay, and make it into our previous daily high. But it's mainly because I want to see price action return to 50% or above. Okay, seeing price action return to 50% or above, I would be more in favor of shorting this, especially because it hasn't taken out all that downside liquidity. So Dow Jones for now, we'll leave it aside, but objectives, if you are in the longs, the objectives are very clear. This is a clear area to take partials. This is where I would take major partials, and then I would leave a small runner to that high. Some slight accumulations taking place below the lows. Nothing aggressive, nothing crazy. Down DXY just chilling in the same area. It does look like we want to break here on the hourly, on the 15-minute. Let's see if the hourly wants to follow suit with that. The hourly's got another 22 minutes. So in about 20 minutes, we'll come back and check on the dollar closer to the hourly close. For now, we'll see what Dow is doing. Dow is getting some slight rejection out of this area. I really like the way that Dow's ran all of this liquidity right here. I love that right there. And really, if we start distributing from here, it is a great point to start targeting all those lows. So we'll see how we end up reacting out of this area. If we get distribution here, I will be willing to go short into all of these lows. Would the daily gap not be a double confirmation? No. Like that daily gap overlaps this whole zone, you know? Anything that, like, I can't I can't just take any imbalance that comes through within that whole zone. Otherwise I would have took this one, I would have took this push up, I would have took this breaker. No, not necessarily. Just because you have a higher time frame confirmation area, if the zone's too big, I won't take it. I mean, that's not much overlapping. That's overlapping a fuck ton of the zone. There's that distribution taking place on Dow. But I mean, if you're talking about overlapping confirmations, yeah, of course, this is a whole overlap. But again, like, this is just overlapping a lot. You know what I mean? It's a big fat zone that, of course, is going to get overlapped by a lot of confirmations. So it's just being aware about that. Like, the rule is there and it is present, and I totally know what you mean. But yeah, it's more in the sense of, like, this is a very large zone, and because of that, we can anticipate that price is obviously going to come into it a couple of times with multiple reasonings to reject and accumulate from, or distribute from. I really like this insufficiency on Dow. Jesus, did you, what? Did my Forex funds account working for you guys? Damn, you have not been trading this week or last week for sure. So my Forex funds is frozen. All of their assets are frozen. They are currently not available to trade. 1 second. Oh, sorry, I have a nasty cough. Did anybody catch that imbalance short? Sorry, I was coughing up a lung. Did anybody catch that imbalance short? There was no overlap in confirmation there either for me, so that's why I didn't take it. But maybe it met somebody else's criteria and they took it there. But no, I believe in this. This is gonna completely go to this low. The 5-minute can accumulate from here and we can go higher. That isn't also a possibility, the 5-minute. But I'd have to see a clean accumulation for me to want to take it to this high again. Besides that, I mean, let's see. Okay. Dollar. We got another 20 minute, 18 minutes. 18 minutes for the dollar, okay? It's really all falling down on the dollar right now. If the dollar breaks, Dow 5-minute accumulation makes sense. But yeah, for the person asking for my Forex funds, they're all frozen. I think my Forex funds is getting sued, and so it's gonna be a while before all their accounts are unfrozen. So I don't know what terms or anything. They haven't responded to any of my emails. I bought a 300K with them. They never responded to any of my emails yet. They keep sending me that same response, important noticed thing. So, and honestly, it is what it is as of right now. It's just more of a waiting game on my Forex funds. Personally, not trading anything, not buying any other challenges for another like week or so. Yeah, so see, this is an instance in which I won't take this area. This is a great example. Look at how the 5-minute is developing on the right hand side, right? And you can see how we're rejecting from this area just to come up to this one. There's this 1-minute imbalance. Now, if this 1-minute imbalance had an order block on the left and this 1-minute imbalance had another imbalance on the left, I'd really be looking at it. But as of right now, it's not much of an interesting point for me, given the 5-minute is just accumulating away from it, and the fact that we're creating another imbalance on the way up there. So just more points to invalidate the short idea and just continue going long. We took out all that liquidity, internal liquidity on the dollar. Again, we'll see what the dollar does. If the dollar accumulates, Dow shorts would just make sense. Maybe after we take out some liquidity up there. But as of right now, Dow longs do make more. I'm more leaning towards those Dow longs. We're in discount price action. We've hit all of our previous weekly low. We came into a previous weekly opening gap. We've accumulated out of that previous weekly opening gap. And we're respecting 5-minute imbalances to the upside. Good morning, Zach. And you said, nah, they didn't take anything. I'm not sure what you're replying in regard to that, brother. I don't know what you mean and didn't take anything. Sorry about that. Now, guys, if depending on the dollar, so that's what I'm saying. I'm probably going to end up waiting till 10 a.m. I'm not going to lie to you. So I'm probably going to be waiting out these next 10 minutes because the US dollar does look like it's respecting. We got a new 15-minute candle. We got a slight accumulation here on the 5-minute, and it just looks like it's respecting this bullish order flow. So if we end up pushing higher from here, yeah, I'm definitely just going to sit out and wait for a nice shorting opportunity. But as of right now, 1-minute imbalance did get tapped into. 1-minute bearish imbalance also being played. 2 insufficiencies right now. Only the dollar will decide who's winner. Only the dollar will decide who's winner. Dollar is looking like that accumulation is going to take place, guys. Accumulation it is. Shorts are going to take it. Shorts are going to take it. Shorts are going to take it, guys. That's what it looks like. Let's see where everything else is at. I'm curious. Oh, it's 50% of the daily range. Is that what it is? Yeah. But for some reason, it's not on the 4-hour. Give me 1 second. We made it to 50% on NASDAQ. That's when we started giving this like slight accumulation. How far is this accumulation going to go? Because we have this nice 30-minute insufficiency that we traded into, and it's 50% and above. And so looking for shorts here would be ideal. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Looking for shorts out of this area would be ideal for NASDAQ. I'm not going to look for the highs to be taken. I'm not going to look for any liquidity to be swept. I believe that bearish is going to follow the order flow from 50% and above. This is the last premium range, the last premium price action to take you down to the downside. Yep, this is the last premium institutional level. It's just very hard to take stuff like that. Don't really see anything there. That bearish imbalance ended up working on. I'm going to enter Dow if we enter in this imbalance here. Sorry. This imbalance here. That. New 5-minute candle. Yeah, it doesn't look the best on the 5-minute. So I'm going to take half the level of risk. Half the level of risk. And it's only because of the 5-minute. There's not a lot that's telling me against this whole thing. Yeah. If we get a nice pop in there. Again, only taking like a small risk. Okay, small risk. Given that 5-minute is still bullish, right? We can pop up above these highs. But given this 1-minute bearish order flow and the DXY bias on the bullish, then we're just gonna short the Dow, right? Dow was the only one that swept the highs. So in my eyes, this one has a pretty good probability of moving lower with more ease because it has more liquidity behind it. So Nasdaq is rejecting out of that 30-minute imbalance. I believe, like I said, this is the last premium institutional level. Dow might take me out if it's doing the exact same thing as Nasdaq. It may take me out, but hey, the 5-minute is still bullish. This was the whole reason why we took a lower risk trade, right? We're accepting the fact that we're aware the 5-minute is still bullish. What is the dollar doing? Still pumping. I'm still much in belief of these shorts. Gotta stay calm, cool, and collected. Always. Yeah, see, S&P and Nasdaq, it's crazy that they already took out that previous daily low. Give me a second. S&P and Nasdaq. Dow looks like a giant ass accumulation on the 4-hour. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, the 4-hour does look pretty bullish as well. 4-hour does look pretty bullish as well. And we're in discount. So just being noting all the things that still make this bullish. Right? Noting all the things as to why we took a lower risk trade. Okay. And he's Nas longs from 931 inverted imbalance was pretty clean. I bet. You like Nas, baby? Charlie Garcia said that. You like Nas, baby? I like Nas. I love Nas. I think my biggest days have always been on Nas. Biggest days. My most consistent, though, my consistency comes from Dow. My biggest days come from Nasdaq. By far. By far. My first 5-figure day was from Nasdaq. Yeah. First 5-figure day was from Nasdaq. Yeah, Nasdaq inverted imbalance. I see what you mean. Longs 931. Beautiful, bro. I totally see what you mean. We came into that 30-minute imbalance clean. Dow is just kind of kicking it there. Nasdaq is rejecting out of that 30-minute imbalance. If anybody did catch that, beautiful. Yeah, Nas is like that. Nas is like that, you know? I I love Nas. It's just aggressive as fuck. Dow is struggling to go any lower. Struggling to go any lower. 5-minute and 4-hour are still holding out this bullish price action. Just being aware, you know, if we do go long from here, I'm not sure if that's actually going to happen, given that we really don't have much liquidity other than this low. So I do see as minimum going to this low and taking it out aggressively. So either way, I'm looking at these shorts to at least minimum 50% of this range. I don't see any liquidity besides here and here for this current range. Got a new 5-minute candle. Got another 5 minutes for the hourly. Let's look at the hourly candle. Let's see how the hourly is going to close here. I'm going to take off this clearly the previous daily high is no longer the objective. The bearish order flow ended up falling through very nicely, so I'm going to stay with that bearish bias there. And then boom, boom, boom. Let me take that off. There. Boom. We mentioned exactly this before it took place, that we may take out this high, come into this gap, and if we get distribution along with the dollar continuation, we will fall and continue moving lower. I wonder if I can modify this so that it only closes partially. Yeah, I don't know how to modify this. I don't want it to take the whole fucking thing, but it is what it is. Nothing that's really like, look. Nah, there's no big dumps right now. Nothing's hella dumping. We just took out that internal liquidity that I mentioned, 50% and below. We'll see what happens from here. If we end up accumulating from here, I am going to go break even. Because we're 50% and below, took out internal liquidity, and we can accumulate from here. So if we end up taking out this high before we end up distributing for the day, then cool. So, yep. I am gonna break this guy even. And I guess I won't go break even. I'll go reduce risk. I'll reduce the risk there. I won't go completely break even. I'll cut my risk in half one more time. And let's go look at the dollar in the previous area of distribution. But again, back into that institutional weekly level that we have previously taken out already. Okay, back into that area. We'll see what happens. Like I mentioned, once we get up here again on the dollar, we can anticipate some levels of distribution. Once we get up on the higher range of this on the US dollar, we can anticipate some level of distribution. Okay, and if that's the case and we end up distributing from here, even if the hourly is bullish, I would still look for the downside. Okay, because this is a major level of resistance. But if not, you know, after we take out that high. Oh shit, I moved that whole thing. There it is. We'll see where we end up going. We got reduced risk, no imbalances. The only imbalance we have, guys, is this one that we keep respecting. So here I am going to put this right at the high of that imbalance. Don't, like I said, if we come out of this internal liquidity, that's a no-go for me. That's a sign to protect yourself. If we come out of this internal liquidity low right here, this one that we just took out, 50% or below this range, that's internal liquidity, and we can go for external at that point, because the 4 hour is still bullish, the 5 minute is still bullish. Yeah, and the dollar is way high up in a range, so we can distribute. It's not like the dollar can't distribute from that area. Nasdaq back into that imbalance, the 9:31 a.m. imbalance. For whoever called that out, we're back in that imbalance. Good eye on that. Yep. Just protecting myself out of that 5 minute. If we're coming out of a previous area of accumulation and we're respecting it, that's where I go protect myself. Zach said if Nas creates a 1 hour fair value gap, takes out 9 a.m.'s high, I would be looking for shorts. It's a pretty big ask. I mean, yeah, that's a pretty big ask, given that price action is nowhere near imbalance in the 1 hour. You know, because we have this bearish imbalance up here. But besides that, oh, look, we got stopped at break even on Dow. Time to recess. Right now the longs do look attractive, but there's no setup as of yet. Probably just went break even a little too soon. I'm anticipating longs out of this. Now that we closed above, we can anticipate that we're going to use it as support to then continue moving higher. We're building up all of this liquidity right here. So maybe some accumulations down here. Only if I can confirm this distro is going to actually take place on Dow. I mean on DXY. Besides that, I'm still in favor of more shorts. Nasdaq, to me, is the easiest one today. Just short, short, short. Creates imbalance. Short more. Creates breaker. short some more. I mean, bearish order flow all around on NASDAQ. Got the breaker, the overlap of that breaker and imbalance. I mean, this one was the one. Right out of that 30-minute insufficiency that we were mentioning. While we were up there in that imbalance, printing upwards, we were mentioning this imbalance. Okay? While we were doing all of this up here. So, if you were able to precision yourselves, beautiful. Beautiful, because, I mean, it's just continuation, and you got the objectives already. We got the objectives already, so... feel like DXY continues, and yeah, 100%. Dow just wanted to be an ass and take me out. S&P, I know we haven't really looked at S&P, but S&P was exactly the same as NASDAQ. 30-minute imbalance. 5-minute as well. Just melted. No entry point for me on S&P. I believe yesterday we also broke even. And today we broke even. I'll take break evens any day. Excuse me. We're coming below all the lows here on the 5. Maybe on the 15-minute we go a little bit deeper in here. But 15-minute. Something feels like it's gonna about to cook up for some reason. Okay, now we have taken out that high on DXY. We'll see what happens after we take out this high right here. This is the high that I was talking about. We'll see what happens here. This bullish imbalance does get my attention on Dow. You just have all of this liquidity right here. Jesus, I'm so sorry for whoever's ear I just yawned in and then probably made you yawn too. Sorry about that. Yo, kind of figure that, dude, that happens to me. Like, someone will yawn on a stream and it fucking gets me. I'm like, damn, he got me. Fucking. Hey, I may not take another trade today, but I'm gonna be patient and wait here because we are in our 10 a.m. window. The only insufficiency I really see is this 15-minute one. I'm very curious to see what happens in this 15-minute. So I'm gonna give it like another, I want to say till 10:30 a.m. If by 10:30 a.m. we really just don't see anything else shaping up, I'm just gonna go live the rest of my day and yeah, enjoy the rest of my day. All right. First off, I just want to tell you guys that this is the first time I've ever heard of this stuff. I may have seen ads about it. I may have seen like advertisements, but we were talking about it in our inner wealth chat. We were talking about it in our inner wealth chat, but it's this thing called CMOS. I've never heard of this stuff. At least never really looked at it, and apparently it's really good stuff for you. So I was wondering if anybody in here does consume it on a regular basis. What are the benefits that you've seen in your life ever since you started consuming it, and why would you recommend it to anyone? Charlie says check that previous daily low target. Need to hop on the CMOS wave. A lot of THCA mans were on it. That, I mean, everybody in Trade House Canada was, the energy was just immaculate. So if CMOS was the source, give me that shit. Nah, but for real, yeah, if that's the wave, then cool, man. I need to learn more about it. I need to do my research. The reason I asked is because, guys, like my health, this past 2 weeks, I've honestly received a huge wake up call. My health hasn't been my highest of priorities lately, and so I've been having this huge wake up call because I swear I've never been as sick as I've been in this past year. Like, I've gotten colds back to back. It's ridiculous. I got colds back to back. This last time when I started the stream, on the first day I got a cold. Then I'm getting better from the cold, and then I got a stomach flu. I'm barely recovering from the stomach flu, and like last night I had like heartburn. And I'm like, okay, clearly I'm approaching 30s. Clearly I'm approaching my 30s, all right? Late 20s, close to 30s. Clearly, and I need to take care of myself a lot more because my body's been screaming at me for help, for like support. So I'm definitely open-minded to stuff like that. I've would love to learn more about it. So if anybody is well informed about a resource, do reach out to me. I would love to learn a resource on CMOS because I've had too many individuals already tell me that there's a lot of fakes out there. So yeah. Charlie said high energy levels and contains 92 essential minerals your body needs. I think your body needs like a little over 100 of them. I forget what names, of course, but yeah, 92 of them is a good chunk. 92 out of 100 and something. Eddie says, I have a friend that likes CMOS mineral liquid. She adds it to water. Wow. Very interesting. You should ask her for her resource. Hal says, yeah, I don't really get ill since taking it. Been 3 years. Really? Wow. No fucking way. That's where you got me. You got me sold right there. That's where you got me sold. Health, dude, I will do anything to avoid being fucking sick. If it takes working out, if it takes CMOS, if it takes whatever it's gonna take, I'm down for it. Fucking down, man. Shouldn't have gone break even. Should have just left that fucker. But I'm not gonna sit here and shit all over myself. It's fine. Because I also should have took CMOS, but again, I'm not gonna sit here and shit all over myself. That short was clean. If you guys are still in it, cool. If not, if you got break it out, hit out a break even with me. I'm sorry. Because the dollar's gonna fucking fly from here. Maybe. It does look like it's gonna continue. Texting me on Telegram, Charlie. 1 second. Let me check. Make sure. Charlie Garcia is fucking Carlos, bro. Carlos, bro. Why is your name Charlie on here? Sorry, I don't mean to laugh. I'm just wondering. It's very curious to your choice of name on YouTube. It's like everywhere else, Instagram, social media is fucking Carlos, but on this one it's Charlie. Nas, brother, looks like it's about to fucking fly, and I like it. We mentioned we may get some retracement once we take out that initial high of the day. That one right there, we mentioned we may get some retracements on indices or a reaction out of that. It's my nickname from middle school. It's crazy. Carlos got like 8 names. Wild. All right. Yeah, bro. I mean, Nasdaq does look like it wants to take off, but we may just take out the range and continue moving lower because we did also create a double bottom. And we're returning back to premium. And we took out this whole range, internal liquidity. But yeah, I mean, if we take out this whole high right here and then distribute above it, I would not be against any of that. So hold off 1 second. I just have so much shit on my chart. I've been having this internal battle lately. I'm like wanting to change my colors, my drawings, and all this stuff because it bothers me how much stuff is on my chart right now. I love just bump this stuff like that. Like that is all you need to see. I mean, I get it though. I mean, our areas have been just absolutely clean, right? We've noted this zone, right? A new week opening gap from that area, from this new week opening gap to that new week opening gap, back down to the same gap right here. We've taken out sufficient enough imbalance so far. There's the overlap right there. The only thing that doesn't follow through with the longs is the dollar, but the dollar honestly could go into this imbalance and continue. If not, we're just gonna push higher. Okay, so we're getting that distribution that we mentioned. We'll see what happens in there. We're getting that distribution that we mentioned though. Nah, we're gonna short. we're gonna we're gonna get to this imbalance right here and go long on DXY, and then Nasdaq's gonna short to these lows. I like where Nasdaq is at. That distribution, no imbalances though. Damn, bro. I've not been too happy with the fact that we haven't gotten insufficiencies in our areas, and I have to dig down pretty deep into the smaller time frames, and that I don't like. But besides that, I mean, you can't hate on price action. Price action is price action, and you just have to accept it. The short just looks so fucking good. I want to be a part of it. There's no insufficiency. Let's see, 1 minute, no imbalance. 2 minute, no imbalance. Nada. Dow, maybe Dow. Maybe Dow will give us a re-entry. S&P. Definitely gave us an entry. Damn, S&P. Paying attention to all three of them can be kind of a hassle. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Like paying attention to all three of them. So this is a Eddie. This is to me a valid overlap. So see how the 5 minute is right here, right? 5 minute, and then you go down to the 1 minute, and then here's the imbalance here. That to me is a pretty valid overlap right there. Just like, yeah. That to me is a pretty valid area. I mean, we're back in that area now. Did we tap that imbalance on next XY? We just need to tap that imbalance. Got DXY on the left, S&P on the right. Just want to see it tap into this imbalance here on DXY. If you have a Telegram channel, is everyone allowed to be a part of it? If yes, then how? So I do have Telegram channels, and they are exclusive to my 6-month program. Yeah. So if you're part of my paid mentorship, then you will have access to that, my recordings, my private live streams, Which right now I'm not doing any private live streams. I'm doing all my live streams on YouTube for the month of September. So you guys are missing out on anything, I promise. The 6 month mentorship is closed. I only open that enrollment a couple times a year, twice a year actually. It won't be open again till March, and in March is the only time I'm gonna open it for the month of, for the year of 2024. Yeah, next time I open my 6 month program, it's gonna be the final time in probably like 2 years, because I'm gonna take a nice break in 2024 after the first 6 months of 2024 is over. Yeah, I'm gonna take a nice little vacay from education, and I'm just gonna focus on whoever got in. Whoever got in into that program is gonna get all my focus. We tapped into that imbalance on DXY, looking at shorts on S&P. So 1 second. Yeah, that's if you ever want to be a part of my private or exclusive group chats, that 6 month program is like your way in. It's not, I know it says 6 month program, but it's not just a 6 month program. Like the 6 month program is just the start of it. The 6 months is for me to teach you my system, for me to teach you my strategy, for me to teach you consistency, and then beyond that we still meet, and have our one-on-one coachings. My 6 month program is 100% based off one-on-one coachings. I do live streams for everyone, yes, for group calls, but it's 100% mainly you and I sitting for 2 hours twice a month, meeting up and having our one-on-one session, getting down to like the nitty-gritty of trading. Well, I guess I do have another more open chat. So if anybody can show consistency, prove like, I don't know, withdrawals, payouts, you know, a funded equity. If you can prove consistent profits, I do have a group chat full of hitters that the entry basically is consistency. So the reason I have it set up that way is because I have chats in where I teach, and I have environments in which I help people grow, and I have other environments that I create to help me grow. And so, and that chat is exclusively to help myself and other individuals elevate from the current place that we're at. So yeah, there's that chat, and it's, you're either funded trader, you're either consistently proving results. 1 second. That was a really bad entry point right there. Wow. I thought we were a lot higher than that. That's a really bad entry point. Where is it? Yeah, I thought we were going to, I was a lot higher than that. And not notice price was going to fucking fill me in right there. It's horrible. Oh, there it is. Hit me right out. Yeah, that was a horrible entry point. But this is my final area of interest. I'm not going to lie to you guys. This is my final area of interest. In terms of the short, this is my final area. Besides that, I mean, Like I mentioned, the dollar can't distribute from here. And if that happens, then these guys are gonna end up accumulating, and my whole area is gonna get invalidated. So we'll see, we'll see, we'll see. Oh wait, I don't need that. Yeah. Broke even on one, hit me out on the other. We'll see if this one's the tremor. But if not, it is what it is, and we'll call it a day. Nas took out 9 a.m. Nice. Did it? 9 a.m.'s high. I mean, I guess, yeah, it may have on other feeds. Nas is beautiful, though. Nas balance price range. Oh, damn. God damn. Man, see, I keep looking at the wrong one for some reason. Like, I was focused on S&P. When I was on Dow, we should have been looking at S&P. While I'm in S&P, we should have been looking at NASDAQ. Yeah, it's interesting. NASDAQ has these equal highs. And again, S&P can accumulate. I mean, if we leave all these equal lows, that's the ugliest thing ever, but it can accumulate. As I mentioned, DXY has gone up far enough. Can it go higher? Yes. S&P just needs to take out all these fucking lows before we start moving higher on S&P. Let's see. Yeah, so again, if anybody can show consistency and any of that, and you'd like to be part of a inner circle full of very reliable and credible traders, then hit me up. Let's work together. I love that chat. I mean, there's no I love a chat that where it's like everybody gives, it's an equal exchange of energy. Yeah, same, Koi. Even though you're right next to me, same. If you guys see Koi Suhart, give her a big shout out. She's the one that put me on trading. It's my wife. Destroy the lows. I had a horrible risk to reward on this. Horrible risk to reward. I wish I would have gone way higher. Even on paper trading, the fucking spread gets you. It's so ugly. But it is what it is. I'm grateful. I'm grateful as AF. I'm working really hard on not being so illiterate, so AF it is today. And that's it. Quick little scalp. And we'll dive into the quote of the day. NASDAQ, man. Nas. You look away for a few seconds. S&P too. Yeah, S&P hit my take profit. I mean, yeah. I still believe on the distribution here on DXY. I think the distribution can take place here now on DXY. S&P took out the lows. NASDAQ. It's being NASDAQ. And Dow is almost at the lows. If Dow takes out all these fucking lows, you know, we may accumulate again. But our initial Dow short was it. That's all I gotta fucking say. Never going BE. Nah, it's cool. I'm grateful for SPX. Please don't take that shit to heart. Please don't ever not go BE. Protect yourselves. I remember this one time when I first started educating. This is like, I'm telling you guys, like a year ago. It was like one of the seasons where NASDAQ was just so fucking bullish. It was like back here. You know, it was like all of this right here, right? It was just those seasons where NASDAQ was so bullish, right? And I went out and said that I'm never shorting NASDAQ on a stream. Like while we were on this up climb, and I was like, yeah, I'm never shorting NASDAQ, because I kept getting like shorts kept clapping me out, you know. And then this shit started hella shorting, and then somebody fucking like around here calls me out on saying that, yeah, I heard on the stream that I'm never shorting NASDAQ. This was like 6 months later. He hits up the chat, like, yeah, I'm never shorting NASDAQ. As this thing's just taking the fattest shit, I was like, damn, I gotta be careful with what I say. Because even like jokingly, some people may really not get the sarcasm, and that's totally like fine. You know, you have to definitely be cautious of what you say. Basically, what you say on stream, online, like listen to the word. What does it say on Twitter? When you post anything, when you tweet something, what does it say? It says you published, right? You guys know what a publish is? Let's look up the word publish. No. Nope. Publish. Formally announce? What is a simple to make generally known? An announcement. Yep. To make generally known or an announcement. Yeah, a publication is, to me, has a strong meaning, and I feel like they should not be taken so lightly. You can't just publish a bunch of random shit. There it is. Look at that. NASDAQ. Boom. Shorts after we took out that high. Yeah, I just did it. I've seen this pattern too many times. Look, I see this pattern way too many times. We'll hit a really good objective, and then we get back up there, and then we just end up rejecting the second time we get up there. So I just see that pattern way too much. Take note of that, because it just happens way too often. It's like, yes, we are super bullish, but it's like the second stab into it creates the pattern that rejects everything. It's crazy, but it is consistently happening. I can't show you guys an example directly off the chart right here. Oh wait, actually, no, I can. No, I can't. I can't think of any. It's just a pattern that I see way too often. First target gets hit. Remember how I always tell you guys, like, one target gets hit, but usually it's never like the higher time frame targets usually take one or like multiple taps into those areas for the area to be validated. or to show any signs of resistance or to show any signs of accumulate of support, this is what I'm talking about. This is why higher time frame objectives tend to give you not just one tap but multiple taps into those areas before it actually creates the distribution or accumulation in your favor. So finally we got the weekly objective, it hit. Now we're distributing pretty strongly out of it. Dow, where are you? Thank gosh, there you are. I am okay. I know we already took a setup, but I'm totally fine with taking another one. Bearish imbalance here on the 15-minute. You guys can see it a lot better here on the right. I do see us trading beyond this blue shaded area. Way beyond it. We're in discount across the board, except for NASDAQ. NASDAQ went into discount accumulated. NASDAQ's filthy. Isn't it crazy? Well, like, isn't it really cool that these areas keep playing out again and again and again? I mean, this is an area that was created. This is previous weekly low that was created on the 27th of August. And now on the 7th of September, we're finally playing out of those areas. Look how cool that is. We accumulated out of it once, right? Take out highs, then we come down, take out lows. We respect the range of that gap overall, and then look where we end up accumulating from. Boom, we end up accumulating right from that previous weekly low again. I just wish it would have given a better entry, not just fucked everyone in this one. Look at fucking S&P, bro. Okay, look at this exit. Look at this exit, bro. Oh my gosh. Fucking exits, bro. NASDAQ just said F all that. Wow. $50 and below. 50% and below. 50% and below. Wow. Come on, man. This is beautiful. Our targets got hit. Boom. Reverse. Judas swing. We take out the low on S&P, and we don't take out the low on NASDAQ. Bullish divergence. This bullish divergence is fucking strong, man. There's like no fucking entry. Like not even 1 minute imbalances. Come on. So you either had to take this shitty ass looking accumulation, or who's in the long, or you guys saw it and just pulled it, but I just didn't see an entry. That's curious. Oh my gosh. Sorry for sending that shit out. Sorry for the fucking yawn train. Nas longs on the 3-minute. Ah, I see it. Clean. Okay. Can't say that I would have took it, but I see the imbalance. You just don't know what you don't know, right? And it's fucking gone. Yeah, I mean, guys, previous daily highs and Asian highs. Asian highs all day. Okay. On NASDAQ, first objective though is this gap here on the left. So if I'm looking at NASDAQ objectives, where I'm paying myself out first is at 15,333. 15,333. That's where I'm paying out myself heavy. And then final target Asian high. Not that one, this one. Dow, previous daily high. Yeah, for me, Dow, previous daily high. S&P, Asian high. So I don't think that, I mean, the opportunities to still catch an entry are not gone. I don't think so. I believe that we can still go long from these areas, and getting a slight retracement would be very attractive to, continue going to the upside. In terms of price action though, here's your failure to create a new low. This is your mitigation candle right here. We have traded into a previous area of distribution and an imbalance here on the upside. Let's see what the dollar's doing. Fucking dumping. Just makes sense. Just make it make sense. I'm just marking out boxes. That's all I'm doing. Just drawing magic block boxes. You know what would be really lit if we came back to this imbalance. Let's see what my magic blue box will do. Because it doesn't have to do anything. I mean, breaker. Yeah, this breaker here and this imbalance here. I just don't see all of them going far down, going that far low, to be honest. Not all of them, at least. The zones have been marked out, but I don't believe that all of them are going to go all the way down there, if at all. There's an imbalance right here on the 5 minute on down. If we accumulate out of that 5 minute imbalance, I will take the accumulation. Dang. Otherwise, I'm really happy with the short that we took. Imbalance here on the 5 minute as well on NASDAQ. The ideal areas are down here. That doesn't mean that's the only area. You have to reanalyze. There's a current imbalance here. Current imbalance here. And technically we are trading into this breaker. Breaker plus imbalance equals entry. If I lose this one, I'm break even for the day. If I lose this one, I do go break even for the day. So that would be my second loss. And we are distributing out of this 1 hour imbalance. So just beware of that. We are distributing out of a 1 hour imbalance. So we could totally dump from here, actually. Jeez, we can 100% dump from here, but Hey, I'm already in. I'm not gonna fucking close it. I'm not gonna close it just because of that. So it is what it is. If I get clapped, get clapped, clapped. What's up, brother? Talk to me. Yeah, I totally forgot about that 1 hour. To be honest, not the most ideal setup. The 1 hour does not look ideal. DXY is the only thing that's really supporting this whole thing. I swear I took it a little bit more in the mid-range of that overlap. I don't know what's up with this paper trading spread, but it's not ideal. 1 minute, still bearish. 1 minute, still bearish. Notice that NASDAQ, we got swipe on Dow, but not on NASDAQ and SPX. I have no idea what you're talking about. Swipe, notice that NASDAQ and SPX swipe now. Now Dow didn't. New 5-minute candle printing upwards. Ideally, you would want that new 5-minute candle to print downwards and then up, right? If it's printing upwards, we'll probably print downwards for the whole candle. So again, not the most ideal setup here. Not the most ideal. When you see a brand new printing candle, you kind of want to go see it go the opposite way that you want to see it printing and then go into your way. But if it goes the opposite first, then it's more than likely going to go the other way. Yeah. Whatever side a candle ends up printing on at first, it'll do the opposite towards the end. Usually, not always. But yeah, no, the 1 hour did get taken out. We did take out this liquidity. So yeah, again, if I get clapped out, I'm break even for the day. If that's the case, it is what it is. I'm totally fine with that. 100% totally fine with that. Everything's distributing out of that 1 hour imbalance. 1 hour imbalance. Respecting 1 hour. So, yeah, I mean, probably going to stop me out. But, guys, honestly, it is what it is. Whatever happens from here happens. I'm going to let it be. If it stops me out, it stops me out. You guys will definitely... You guys already know where my stop losses, exits are all at. Okay? I've been on here for about almost 2 hours. What? Nice. And a lot of you have been here throughout the whole freaking time, so I appreciate you guys a lot. I really appreciate you guys. Again, even if I break even for the day, it was still a wonderful time. It was great being with you guys today. We notice why if we're getting stopped out here, it's very clear as to why. There's this bearish order flow here. We came into this imbalance and we're overall respecting it. DXY, it's dumping, but it is what it is. Again, we'll see what ends up playing out by the end of the day. Okay, my bias for DXY stands shorts into Asian low, longs into Asian highs. Maybe it won't happen today. We are in that imbalance on NASDAQ and into that breaker. But again, we'll see what ends up happening. NASDAQ has a lot of lows. Dow was honestly the better one to go along with. In my eyes, Dow didn't go nearly as low as any of the other ones. S&P kind of struggling to move any lower, struggling to move any higher. Yeah, but anyways, guys, love the study vibes, bro. Thank you so much, bro. I'm glad that you noticed that. It's just, study session, guys. I'm glad that you noticed that, Jerome, because honestly, bro, that's what it is. I just want you guys to know that this is a study session. We're forward testing together until, we figure out where prop firm industry is gonna go. Till we figure out where all of this stuff is gonna go, it's still gonna stay these study vibes. This is we are forward testing our strategy. We're forward testing our entries. We're forward testing price action. There isn't gonna be any live trading for me, at least for the time being, until I see what the hell is gonna happen with this whole prop firm industry. I'm looking forward to seeing regulators come in and clean up the floor. I'm really looking forward to seeing these scam freaking prop firms get the hell out of the industry, because honestly, a lot of these scam prop firms give the industry a bad name and reputation. So I'm looking forward to these regulations as they do come in play. Please stay up to date with everything. Don't jump into any challenge. If you guys see any challenges that are if you guys see any prop firms that are giving like fucking anything above 20% discount, just know they're next. Just an FY, if you guys see any prop firms that are giving 20+% discount, just know that they're doing that because they know that they're next. Okay? That's the only fucking reason anybody's doing that shit. All of these prop firms that are throwing out shady ass energy, like, bagging on my Forex funds and all this stuff, instead of being supportive in the same industry. Because at the end of the day, everyone's in the same industry. And at the end of the day, if they are in this industry to help traders, then they should, in essence, have that energy to at least be positive towards other businesses in their industry, right? So don't follow these shady energy prop firms. Only follow these prop firms that have the CEOs, the founders, and all that displayed, that they talk publicly on various occasions. They're very public about their announcements. They're very public about their lifestyle. They're very public about their rules and everything. Very transparent. Make sure that you guys are doing your due diligence on these prop firms before you jump in anything. Okay, yesterday I mentioned that there's this website to look up compare different prop firms. It's called hold on, I forgot what it's called. Prop firm check. Yeah, it's called propfirmcheck.com. propfirmcheck.com. I'm gonna drop it in the description down below for you guys, because I want you guys to do your due diligence, guys. I don't want you guys to I'm gonna leave it in the description of the video below my link. Okay, so that way you guys have it. It helps you check for prop firms. It's not gonna give you like the prop firm that's less scam, but it is going to. One second. Let me put it on here. Hold on a sec. It's called propfirmcheck.com. Hold on. It's at the bottom of my video, description, in just 2 seconds. The bottom of the description. Sorry. Jeez. There it is. Boom. Save. All right, guys. It's right there on the link, on the description below. That way you guys have it. Okay. I'm glad that you guys are studying with me. I'm glad that you guys have stuck around through these 2 hours, man. Shout out to us. This has probably been my longest session yet. And you guys are staying still strong. So, guys, just an FYI. Make sure that you're aware that every single day throughout this 30-day challenge, I'm going to be going live at 9 a.m. Eastern. 9 a.m. Eastern every single day throughout this 30-day challenge. We're going live every single day except weekends or bank holidays. Weekends and bank holidays, I'm going to be going live at 11 a.m. Eastern. But besides that, you guys have a set schedule. I'll see you guys every single day at 9 a.m. Eastern. Okay? Every weekday at 9 a.m. Eastern. Unless I message you guys otherwise. But Guys, in case you guys don't see the link being sent out, in case you guys don't see the link in your chat or being announced, give this channel a good subscribe. Okay, give the channel a turn on the notifications for the channel if you want to know every time I go live. Turn on the notifications or follow me on Twitter if you guys want to follow my trading journey in greater detail. But yeah, guys, we're going to leave this. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it. I don't feel any special way towards this trade. I really don't. um it's just another trade, just like the one that broke even, just like the one that stopped me out, just like the one that hit take profit. This is just another trade. I'm doing exactly what I did on those other two setups. I'm doing exactly the same thing. Okay, this is the fourth trigger I pulled today. Okay, the exact same thing that I did on the previous three trades, I did the exact same thing on this one. There's nothing that changes. Everything is exactly the same. That's why I don't feel any type of way towards any of the four triggers that we pulled today. Now, we may have over traded slightly. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm not used to pulling it this many times in one day, but we may have over traded it slightly. Price action was super clean. I wanted to test out the strategy. The strategy is still 100% on point. So far, everything's profitable. Even if this comes back and it hits us out, we're still at break even. To me, that's a profitable day. And yeah, that's still a win no matter what. So I appreciate you guys so much. I'll see you guys every single day at 9 a.m. Eastern, and the weekends at 11 a.m. Tomorrow I'll see you guys at 9 a.m. Be sure to tune in, guys. I appreciate the support, comments, the sharing, guys. It means the world to me. You guys have no idea. I can't wait to see 30 plus people on the call tomorrow. 30 plus people tuning in tomorrow, and 30 plus people getting the instructions for our giveaway. Okay, I'm doing the giveaway, all the details, what I'm giving away, and how to enter tomorrow. As long as we have 30 plus people on the call, we're doing the announcement. Okay, so I'm shooting for 30 plus people on the call. That's nothing we haven't done before. We've done that and more so many other times. So guys, see you guys tomorrow. Wake up early. Let's get this bag. Be sure to not fumble your bag. Okay, if there's trades that intimidate you, right? If there's a trade that intimidates you, that's good. Okay, your body is telling you exactly what you need to be doing. Launch yourself into that. Dive deeper into that. Okay, allow yourself to be scared for a little bit longer period of time. Allow yourself to hold that trade for a little bit longer period of time. Allow yourself to not go break even so fucking fast. Allow yourself. I'm gonna wait till this next 3-minute candle, this next 5-minute candle is closed, seeing if we create this imbalance to reduce my risk. That's really all I'm waiting for before ending the call, so you guys know how I run this. Balance. Come on, guy. Let's see. These are rejecting. Yeah, we may go drop a little bit lower. That's totally fine. We may even take out this whole little range. Again, totally fine with me. But if you guys have any questions, any comments, any observations, Bash, how do I go break even? Or how do you manage your trade? How much do I know? How do I know how much to risk per trade? Guys, I'm happy to answer any of your questions. Just message me. The link down below in the description is my link tree. If you click the link tree, there should be a Telegram icon right at the bottom, and it will lead you directly to my messages. So, full transparency, right? Full transparency. That's what this community is about. Full 100% transparency. I don't want to hide shit from you guys. I don't want to lie to you guys or feel like I'm hiding anything. Right? We are demo trading this. We're paper trading this. There's no real profits here on the line. This is an account that we're purely studying with. All right? So with that, guys, clap easy, trade responsibly, and I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Okay? Much love, appreciation. And like Matthew, my brother Matthew always says, send you guys waves of peace, love, abundance, and creativity. Y'all clap easy, trade responsibly, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace. By the way, guys, I'm going not break even, but I'm going to move my stop loss to the following imbalance right there. And I'm going to leave this on for a couple more minutes to see how this trade ends up playing out. I'm going to leave it up on the screen so that way you guys can see it. But I basically went break even because of this imbalance that was created on the 5-minute here. And I put my stop loss a little bit higher. I wasn't able to go break even all the way, but that's where it's at. So I'm going to leave this up on the screen. We'll see how it ends up treating us today. But we're officially on a profitable day no matter what. Now that we were able to reduce our risk, we are profitable regardless of how this trade plays out. Love you guys. Peace.